Going on, fellas, ladies, gentlemen, ferrets, Otis, Rosie, the Crypt Keeper, Cletus. Who else? That's all I got right now. How's everybody doing on this lovely, bright, sunny Tuesday morning out? Not. Friggin' raining again. We're lucky. Northwest of us, it's all snow. So we really can't complain. Well, we could, but we won't. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Wrong way. There we go. I just thought I'd give you a little update as to what is going on in the shop. I got the dog plane painted, actually. We could go look at that. It's right here. It's on the radiator drying. Getting nice and hard. It's enamel, so, I mean, it's dry, but I like to give it a day or two to really harden up. It's about pretty good. I got to go back in there and do a little weathering. I got to paint this black. This top piece is going to be black, and then the nose is going to be yellow. So that's where we're sitting on that. Everything else is done. I got my prop blades all done. Those come out pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, you can see it. Those are flat black with yellow tips. But they come out pretty good. Happy with those. Everything else is just waiting. And I have been diligently working. I spent the whole day yesterday on these Stutz. I had to lower it. I had to cut the whole midsection out because I needed to lower it 1/8 of an inch. So I was just going to try to cut the floor out. But was harder than expected because of the way the frame was made under it. So I just cut the whole midsection out and put in a brand new midsection, dropping it 1/8 of an inch. You can see the lip there. That is so I can come in with my board and it'll lay here and be level and be even up front. You see that? So that's what we're going to do all the way across. So that'll take up, that's going to be the wooden floor. I am debating what color to stain the wood. Pictures I got go from everywhere from mahogany to, just regular white pine. So it could be anything. I've actually found a couple where it looks to me like they covered the wood with metal. Diamond plate. But I don't know if that's an aftermarket thing that was done later or if that's how they originally were. It's tough finding. I'm also having a hard time trying to figure out how I'm going to do what I want to do to this. From the pictures I have, it's awful complicated. This is the left side. Now this is here is what drives. Where am I here? This whole side here. This is about the cleanest picture I can find of it. This is called a T-head engine. It was a 4-cylinder. There are two, was it 2 or was it an 8-cylinder? I think there are two cylinders here, 2 here, and then there's 2 and 2 on the other side. So I think it's an 8-cylinder. But it was called a T-head. Wisconsin company made it. But how do I replicate all this stuff here? Because you can notice that the fan is not attached to the engine. The fans are separate, and I know I got no problem figuring out how to do this, but it's trying to make all this stuff here. I just don't know what I got that I can do that with. I mean, I could reach into the old pot stash, but then I got all this stuff over in here too. These are about the clearest pictures I can find of it, guys. It's about the cleanest pictures I could find of it. Obviously, our steering box. Here's the steering shaft. And the dashboard and stuff, yeah, I can replicate that stuff. The wiring shouldn't be too hard. But down here, we got the carburetor, and I think that's the magneto. And as you can also see on this side, that the fan is not hooked up to the engine. There's a bracket here with the fan blade on it. And this belt that you can see here comes down to this. Now this must run off this motor somehow with a gear inside there somewhere, but I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. I'm going to try to do what I can. I ain't expecting miracles. It's just trying to figure out how to replicate that stuff. Whether I have little parts in my stash to do it. So I don't know. We'll see what I can come up with. It ain't gonna be full blown, cause it's very hard to find pictures of this motor. Excuse me. It's very hard to find pictures of this motor that are not in a car. I found drawings on it, but they're technical drawings, and they don't really. They're old. They look like they're out of a maintenance book or something like that, or maybe the spec chart, but I don't know. It's going to be kind of tough. So, with that being said, I've been working on the cow. I got a couple pieces cut for this. This is out of balsa wood, so I'm pretty dang close with this one. I cut a couple of them. I cut different grains. I cut one going with the grain and one against the grain. So I don't know. I think one of these fits in here. Yeah, there it is right there. But the only problem with that now is trying to figure out how to replicate those. These are supposed to be gauges. And I think that this one over here is the starter button. So, and I can't really find any drawings on these. This was a racer, so everything that I can find is, I can find pictures of the racers, but not the interior or anything like that. They're all pictures, from the side and everything else. But I don't know. I got watch parts and stuff. I can try to fix it. It's either that or I'm going to take this and try to weather it. So like I said, so it looks like wood. But we'll see. Right now I'm in the process of I had to tunnel this out so that the motor would fit in correctly. The motor fit in all right, but it wasn't sitting flush on these front ones here. So I had to tunnel. I took a file and just tunneled that out. So, but that's where I am now. I'm going to figure out. I got to put the front peg for the spring back on up here. So that's my next thing. But it's been fun. All that work yesterday to come down 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, man, that's probably geez, 6 hours, 7 hours. Trying, it kept falling apart, and I finally figured out how to get it in there. She's nice and solid now, though. These are all sanded nice and smooth. So, run out of time, boys. Have a good one. Peace out.